we're promoting full disclosure, we're promoting accountability. This will not work if this is not driven by the constituency. So effectively, we're opening the doors. But then, as to how we can take advantage of this opportunity, this will be only effective if and when CSOs and NGOs will demand it.
We have a president who means well. He is not perfect. No one is. But we are sure he will not steal. And what he does not steal will be used for eliminating poverty or at least reducing it and stimulating growth. Hopefully, his example will be emulated down the line.
CSOs have been in dialogue with the ILG. In fact, we have been planning a regional forum similar to this. With the World Bank's participation and AusAid, we may see an increase in resources for doing what we are planning to do.
Good governance is one of the key challenges for the Philippines and for Philippine development. So anybody who would like to work on better governance, we'd like to support.
For all of us who dreamed of inclusive growth with integrity for our country, there are great opportunities waiting to be seized. This is a wonderful time for constructive engagement with government.
Full disclosure is not requiring you to come up with new documents. These are existing mandatory documents that you have to prepare, whether you need to disclose it or not. Budget, procurement, and the like. What is being required of you is just to post it.
Where we are today is that we need to really invest a lot of capacity building for that particular group to be able to participate actively. The challenge to all of us is really how do we make that participation more meaningful and effective.
Participants, please find your groups now. Let's start the workshop. Facilitators are raising the number.
What are the things we must do para ma-operationalize po ito?
The first question is, how do we bind the LGUs to really disclose? The Secretary said that there's legislation
The basic question during the workshop was, how do you maximize this opportunity of government being more open and being more transparent and being more welcoming of CSOs.
You have 500 million. 20% of that ilagay sa CSO fund. At doon dapat kasama tayo. At doon pwede mapunduan yung...
People are already there, but somehow they need some capacity building on how to analyze, how to monitor, and how to get engaged.
Educating CSOs and academic institutions about SGH PCF.
The big challenge is how to get involved, how to engage local governments effectively.
The challenge for the NGOs is to find a way to deal with this new situation, whereas previously they were arguing for all the good things, but outside government. Now you have a government that says, okay, yeah, we open our doors, now come in and please help us. And suddenly they actually have to not just be an advocate for good governance, but they have to make this work.
Convince LGU that we are constructive partners to local government.
Monitor implementation of the program.
May directives there on the ILG.
Today's event is really about trying to come together with a combined vision of what good governance is for the Philippines. So it's an opportunity for everyone to sit down together and look at how these ideals might be translated into practice.
So we have here a suggestion that would bind the LGUs.
And that will also give life to the idea that good governance is everybody's business.
And I hope through the workshop sessions and the contributions of the LGU leaders and CSO leaders that they're able to get to practical ideas and practical plans of action of how they can put the seal of good housekeeping and the Performance Challenge Fund into action.
Why not include in the items to be supported by PCF, support to barangays?
Ang ginawa po namin when we won that award, nagpa-contest po kami ng Sila Good Housekeeping sa bawat barangay natin. So there was a trickle down to the barangay level.
For us as a World Bank, we're looking into this good housekeeping seal as a means of differentiating between local governments that do well and local governments that do not so well. And those that do well, we should give more money, and those that do not so well, we should maybe give a bit less money because it might not be used as good as we want.
Early this year, we received the award, the Seal of Good Housekeeping Award. We plan to establish an agri-vocational technology high school.
Will really come in the next few years. To see whether LGUs are spending their money more transparently, to see if the communities are more engaged in how that money is prioritized and spent, and to see if this the Performance Challenge Fund, which offers incentives for LGUs, is really taken up by them.
You can say that we still have 5 years. It's still good to start as early as possible so that by the end of the 5 years of this administration, everything is in a sense institutionalized, and nothing that the next administration does will undermine this effort at being more transparent and being more accountable.
If all of us will be able to agree how the Seal of Good Housekeeping will evolve, how we'll be able to monitor its implementation between now and probably 5 years from now, we'll be able to re-revolutionize how LGUs will engage with its public.
It's not just DLG that can solve all the issues, nor is it just the NGOs, but it's truly a partnership between DLG, local governments and NGOs that can make good governance work.